God bless everybody. Today it's January 1st of 2024. I found this article today, and I do believe, as I've said for a while, we're going to see Turkey break out here anytime soon. Sometime maybe between January and February. The dates on my watch calendar right now are that January 15th date of 10 Tevet back in the history of 588 BCE, and I'm working on some updates, and it looks like there's some stuff going on between January 6th, 2024 and February 5th of 2024. I'm not going to elaborate on that. I just want to let you know that is a high watch date time zone for me, and I'll try to explain what I mean later as I work out all the details. I just found some things I think I should bring to your attention over time, but just realize that that January 15th date is 10 Tevet, which is a siege on Jerusalem. It looks like that could be something that could be happening in the next couple weeks. And you have this January 6th date, which I know is an interesting date. It has nothing to do with the Capitol insurrection or whatever they want to call it today, but it does fall within this time zone I keep looking at between January 6th of 2024 and February 5th of 2024, and I'll explain in another video what I mean by that. Just realize that that is an extremely important time zone. So why is this article going to be so important? Because I keep talking about this breakout of Turkey into Syria. They're getting ready to invade against the Kurds. They just had that the death of 12 military soldiers in a base. They blamed that on the Kurds, and then they opened up a massive front of about 71 targets, which they're probably still hitting. More targets as we speak. And Erdogan's been extremely harsh on his rhetoric to the point where he's calling Netanyahu basically Hitler. So we need to understand that this is going to break out. It is going to open up. And when this front does, it is going to change the Middle East. And you are going to see that hyperinflation process, because fuels will go up as they're shutting everything down over here. And we've talked about how they're shutting all those straits down around the Middle East, and no transportation in or out is going to happen over there. And they just hit another one of those shipping containers, and so a number of the shipping container groups are not going to ship through there anymore. They're going to reassess their situations. So as it indicates in this article that just came out, tens of thousands of Turks are protesting against Israel murder in Gaza, as well as recent deadly attacks on the Turkish soldiers by Kurdistan militants. And like I said, there was 12 Turkish soldiers killed in that attack. I just mainly wanted to bring this to your attention in the sense that you need to understand that these rallies are happening in Turkey at this very moment. It's extremely important because this is going to be the catalyst that brings a quarter of the world into war here soon in the Middle East. And so you need to understand that it's very important that we watch Turkey as we move into the future. And so the article indicates that tens of thousands marched in Istanbul Monday to protest murderer, Israel war on Gaza, and the killing of Turkish soldiers by outlawed Kurdish militants in Iraq. Now I think that's a little interesting because they're sort of lumping both these together, and the Kurds really don't have anything to do with Israel, but it seems like they're protesting both at the same time. And it's the other interesting thing is the rally called by a foundation which counts actually the son of Erdogan, the president of Turkey, which is Bilal. I'm not saying that probably right, but that's how I'm going to state it. And like I said, this is the son of Erdogan. He's among the members that started after crowds performed mourning prayers at Istanbul's mosque, including the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Protesters waving Turkish and Palestinian flags. This is all happening in Turkey. Rallied to this bridge and it indicated in chanting that murderer Israel, get out of Palestine. And also their Muslim chant that they say, which is God is the greatest in their terms, or Allah. It also indicates that tens of thousands of people joined in the rally, and they indicated that mercy for our martyrs and a curse on Israel based on this news organization. And Erdogan, a local supporter of the Palestinian cause, has lashed out repeatedly at Israel for the scale of death and destruction caused by this war. He's accused Israel of state terrorism and said Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is no different than Adolf Hitler. Indicated that the Israel launched a punishing offense on the Gaza Strip on October 7th. Actually, it took them a couple days to get in there, but yes, the original attack happened on October 7th when Hamas actually entered Israel and killed between 12 and 1,400 people, depending on the numbers or the reports that you hear. One that has reduced vast areas of the Palestinian enclave to a ruined wasteland and killed at least 21,822 people based on Hamas propaganda machine. We do not know the actual number, and of course it's mostly women and children in that machine and reporting. So it's extremely important that we keep everything into perspective. You can't know for sure how many women and children are actually been killed, and regardless, there is a lot of life lost of women and children, and so it is a it is a tragedy on both sides of this. You always have to go back to the original attack by October 7th when Hamas actually entered Israel, did those horrendous things, and then took took the Israelis back with them, and they still hold these hostages, and so Israel's going to get their hostages back, one way or the other, and we would too if it was us in the United States. Well, we would hope that they would want to get them back. It says the Israeli army says that they lost 172 of its soldiers have been killed inside Gaza, with the war showing no signs of stopping, and it's not going to. And you have an additional front of Hezbollah getting ready to open up, and it's going to take literally months, if not years, for this to play out unless God intervenes. The Turkish army said 12 soldiers were killed in late December in two separate attacks launched by Kurdish Workers' Party, the PKK, in northern Iraq. Turkey regularly conducts ground and air operations in northern Iraq against the positions of PKK, listed as a terror group by Ankara and its Western allies. And this war has been going on since 1984, and they've estimated that over 40,000 people have been killed. And so when people can talk about Israel and the Palestinians, Erdogan's killed approximately, up to 40,000 potential Kurds in this environment in over 40 years. And so you have to look at this as it's laid out. And right now, it looks like the community of, or the people of Turkey are pressuring Erdogan to get into this. And I've been talking about he's going to do that soon. So keep your eye on everything. I just want to bring these reports to you. Realize that there is a lot of working parts going on. No one is really talking about Turkey and an invasion at this point. At least I haven't seen many people talking about this, but it is a high probability that they will come in. Turkey will come into Syria and Iraq against the Kurds, and that will start a Daniel 8 effect as we move forward. So God bless everybody. Find that open door. Find Jesus. Put plenty of oil in your lamp, because 2024 is going to be a rough one. God bless.